Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in. Thursday, we know we're returning to the Europa League, whether us Arsenal fans legitimately want to be in the competition or not. We deserve to be in the competition. Long story short, you guys know, last 2 years, for 38 games in the Premier League, we haven't been at it, we haven't been good enough, and we're paying the price. We've got 2 games in a week, 2 cup finals essentially. Obviously, we're playing FC Vorskla Poltava, I cannot say their name, forgive me. And then we've got Everton at the weekend. I say 2 cup finals is because Premier League on Sunday, we need to go and get 3 points and continue the good form going, or if you can say that, Arsenal, after the 2 back-to-back defeats earlier on in the season and the shaky victory against West Ham. We need to go and win that. But before that, we can't look too ahead. We've got a Europa League game. We should, regardless of the team that goes out, they should be winning this game. Dare I say, should be winning convincingly. But you have to respect them. I want us to start the Europa League campaign well. You mean as you start to go on. Obviously, we should be expected to get out of this group stage regardless of what happens. But we start as we mean to go on. Convincing win, if nothing more, feel-good factor. And for some of the players, if they played in this game, it could enable them to get their confidence up, regardless of if we see rotation or not. So yeah, we know our manager, 3-time winner of this Europa League trophy. I want to qualify ideally through getting top 4. I still believe that is the best way. It's common sense. You've got 38 Premier League games. You've got however many Europa League group stages and latter stages of it. It's wishful thinking to actually win the Europa League. But on this basis of Arsenal, we look so far away from getting top 4. We need to take Europa League very seriously. To which you'd like to think he could. There's a carrot of you delivering a European trophy to Arsenal, something Wenger couldn't do. A 4th trophy for you. Damn right, it's your first season. It's a carrot into the Champions League, which could allow us a platform to build upon, if you could say that. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Vorskla, I can't say the name, need to be respected as well, because they've where's their stats? Their last 6 games, they've got 4 wins, 2 defeats. 1 defeat being to Shakhtar Donetsk, who are in the Champions League. So they clearly know how to win. They've clearly got some sort of ability. They've got 2 loan players from Brazilian side, Guillermo, who in Arthur, and what's the other one's name? Corica. Never seen them play in my life, people, but just on the basis of if they're Brazilian, I'm assuming they're attacking-based players, so they'll be very skillful, wonderful technique, wonderful technical quality, able to evade challenges and just be a nuisance to the back 4. So maybe that's something we need to consider and look into that. But yeah, we know the fixture pile-up in regards to the Europa League and Premier League fixtures and other competitions is fast upon us. So we need to really be giving ourselves the greatest platform. All the players that are not necessarily playing, game time is going to come into it. So yeah, we need to be winning this. Just before, I know we're meeting these lads at home, but we've got trips away to Ukraine, to Portugal and Azerbaijan. 3 different countries, 3 different environments. And I actually think it will be a good learning curve for the young players, essentially, because Sporting, very passionate fans. Azerbaijan, I don't know what to expect. Ukraine, I know it's going to be partisan and very loud and these things there. So we'll have to see. Yeah. They also need to be respected as well, because they finished 3rd in their respective national league last year. I think that's their highest position in a while, so they need to be respected. They also qualified automatically for the Europa League. They didn't play another round like you see with these sort of sides. So you need to be respected. They have some pedigree, and again, we should be battering them, but we can't just assume because we're Arsenal and this is a little club essentially that we're just going to turn up and just win the game. So yeah, in regards to team selection, for me personally, people, it's a tough one, because I've been saying we need to start off well and these things. By that logic, should play a strong side and the season's got get going, so we need to play. But by the same stretch of the imagination, I'm looking at Everton and I'm thinking, do we take some of these players out? Do we bring in some of these players to play? So it's a tough one. The first one being Leno. Czech will probably play, but I don't know what's going on with Leno. Only those who are familiar with the matter know. I don't know what he's showing or not showing in pre-season and training. Is he carrying an injury? Is there some sort of goalkeeping component that he's missing? Does Unai Emery just want more from him? Does Unai Emery just consider Czech currently the better option? I don't know, but you'd like to think Leno will get a chance to show what he could do in a game like this. So I'd go in with Leno. Fullbacks, I do want to rest Bellerin and Monreal in regards to the Everton game, especially because Monreal, he ain't going to get too much rest until Kohler and Maitland-Niles, and I don't know if Thompson or T-Bolo are going to get, or Bramall are going to get a look in Europa League, but you'd like to think Monreal's probably going to play that, play or face a lot of games over the next periods, so we need to protect his legs. I know he's always fit and stuff, but he is getting older. So between him and Bellerin, I'm not too sure. You think they're definitely playing on against Everton, but you don't want them to get injured. Obviously, we play on Thursday, meet on Sunday. There's enough time to rest and things like that. Tiredness can't be an excuse. So I'm going to go with actually Liechtenstein at left back. To be honest, I wanted him to feature in the Premier League, but we can afford to rotate, put him in, throw him in on the left-hand side, unless you want to go free at the back, Une. So I'm going to go 4-3-3 essentially. Or 4-2-3-1, depending on how you look at it. I'm going to go Liechtenstein left back. Right back, I'm going to go with Bellerin. Centre-half's a tricky one because I do want to give Mavropanos game time. I definitely think Holding will play and deserves to play. So I'm going to go with Holding and Mavropanos, but I do think it will be Socrates or Mustafi that partners Holding. But my one would be Mavropanos and Holding. So that's it. So Liechtenstein right back. The young boys at centre-half. Leno in goal. That's the back five. Midfield, I'd bring in El Nene, and his partner is a tough one. Torreira, we've seen the last 2 times he's come off the bench for us, he's made stuff happen, but Uno Emery's proved unpredictable. I don't know if he's going to start him against Everton, to be honest with you. I'd like to think he does finally get in the side. If that's the case, then I'd play Guendouzi this week, to be fair. He's a good player, probably needs a rest. He came off at half-time, so he can probably afford to get a game in the Europa League, and then I don't know if he'll play against Everton. You could actually start Torreira and Guendouzi just on the basis of naming the strongest side, but I'm actually going to go with... I'll go with Lucas Torreira, man, just to let him finally start at home at the Emirates as well, feel what it's all about at the Emirates. So I'm going to go with Torreira and El Nene. The 10 position, I'm going to go with Mkhitaryan. I did want to play Ozil. Up front, I'm going to go with Danny Welbeck, Aubameyang and Lacazette. I say Aubameyang purely because, if nothing more, I'd love to see him score a couple of goals, get his confidence up, and look forward to playing Everton. Lacazette, the same logic, even though he scored as well. He's still struggling for goals like Aubameyang. So the same logic. Wells purely to rest and get game time. But I also see the case of putting Mkhitaryan possibly as a winger and playing Ozil in the 10 role. So it's a tough one, people. If I was playing my strongest lineup on the side, I believe is the strongest lineup, a couple of these men wouldn't feature. So it's a tough one, and I guess only Uno Emery knows what he's going to do. So to recap, because I've been offering my points, I've gone Liechtenstein at left back, right back Bellerin, Ingo, Leno, Socrates, Holding and Mavropanos centre halves, El Nene and Torreira and Mkhitaryan in the midfield 3, Danny Welbeck, Alexandre Lacazette and Aubameyang complete the front 3. So yeah, man, hopefully we start off well with a win. Ideally, we were 3-0 up in the first half. If some of these senior players in Torreira, Bellerin, possibly Monreal still on the pitch, if Monreal plays, probably look at subbing them off, saving some of their legs or whatever we can save until Sunday. Hopefully it's a big win, because that's what I would love to see. Hopefully a big win, because you can't fault goal difference. Sporting Lisbon are a good side. We don't know how that game would go. Whoever tops the group might come down to goal difference and things. So yeah, man, ideally I'd love us to win 3-4, 5-0. Probably not going to happen. My brain tells me 3-1 Arsenal, but we'll see, man. Anyways, people, Arsenal versus Vorskla, the preview is out of here, man. Apologies for getting the name wrong. Apologies for keeping you guys here too long. But either way, thank you for your opinions and just staying here, man. Guys, deluded. I'm out.